Hey everybody, it's Mike with Patriot Pressure and Soft Wash. I just wanted to go ahead and I had a couple people asking. They wanted to get a trailer build and see what I got going on with my trailer. I just added a motor and took a motor off, so I'm going to update you. Also, if you've seen in my past videos, I had two 4 gallon a minute units that I was running on my trailer to make the 8 gallons a minute. That was my budget build last year and it did great, so I Siamesed them and I didn't have much of any trouble except for that one pump that went out. Other than that, I had the spare pump, put it on there, and I was back to 8 gallons a minute. So I'm hoping this year I'm going to run this one 8 gallon a minute unit, and then I'm going to have my spare 4 gallon on the trailer too, because I have enough room right now. So I'm going to keep it on the trailer for a little while and see if may or may not need it. I don't know. But hopefully the longevity of another 8 gallon a minute AR pump, gear drive, and the Predator motor budget build that I set up. We'll see how it goes. All right, starting off at the front of the trailer, I got my box. You know, miscellaneous stuff. This thing right here is, I love it because I wash trucks and trailers sometimes, and then I wash campers and RVs. So I got a bunch of little chemicals in here that I can just grab and go. WD-40 trailer lock deal. Extra 100 foot of hose in case I bust one. An extra pump for my soft wash system in case it quits on me, and then, you know, miscellaneous tools. And I keep tools in the truck too, but you know, you got my gun in there and my little pod that I shoot my videos on. I'll try to make this pretty quick little video, but this will be the iFlow, new to the trailer. I had a injector cut off, and I'll show you that in a minute, but this is the iFlow. Nothing but good things to say about it. Works flawless so far. Great equipment. And this is a Dragon hot water unit. It is technically a 4 gallon a minute unit that I bought used from a fella. He was getting out of truck washing. It's practically brand new. He had just used it for a little while, and I run my 8 gallon a minute through it, and I crank it up sometimes, but most of the time I don't need it all the way hot, and I have super hot water coming through there. I don't really know what the temperature is. I guess I could check with a thermometer, but it does a great job. This is I think it's a Hanny reel. That's 200 foot of hose on it. There's plenty of room left on that hose reel. It's crazy how much room that you'll have on the reel. Yep, Hanny reel. There's your model numbers if you want to look it up. They're about 300 bucks, I think. This is my water hose. This is how I get water to my tank. Water hose, this is by far the most cheapest thing that you can mount to your trailer. I mean, it's perfect. It's like 100 bucks at Tractor Supply, and I hadn't any problems with my water. This is my soft wash. It holds 200 foot of hose, so that's only 100 foot there. And this is the 200 foot of soft wash hose that I've got. And you could tell I welded on it not long ago, but the purpose behind that was rookie mistake. I was running my soft wash system through the hose. So I no longer do that. I basically connect straight into my pump this way, and I'm gonna change this out with the metal ones I got. I just hadn't had time to do it yet, but it just sits there ready to go. So my water feed, I guess, is right here. I've got 2-inch line, 2-inch PVC, and then this next down to 1/2 inch for my soft wash system. I'll just run a 1/2 inch calibrated hose, and then I got 2-inch running down here. And the reason I've got that's a 3/4 inch line right here, and then I have a 3/4 inch down there as well. The reason I had that is because I had the two 4 gallon a minute units on my trailer. Like I said, I got a new unit that I'll show you in just a second. But this is the generator. I already had the generator, so that's what I use to power my hot water unit. And then this is the diesel can. I know it's not yellow, but the guy gave it to me for free, so why waste a good can, right? But that's what I got my diesel in for the hot water unit as well. These are some extra guns in case I need to get a little farther away. I got them mounted up with zip ties, and it's like 1.5 inch pipe. It says it on there somewhere. Yeah, 1 1/4 pipe is what I got. And so I zip tied those on there. That's my soft wash hose right there. Soft wash gun right there. Continuing on this side of the trailer, this is the old downstream injector cutoff. Okay, this is what I used to use. It's the light on the front that I mounted. And you know, basically the way it works was this little actuator in here would cut on and off with this radio box. I had an on-off switch in here, and I basically cut off my flow. This is where it used to go through the box. And then I just put in a T right here, or not a T, but a connection right there. And it would just cut the flow off. But the reason I went away from that is I wanted more rinsing capability, so I went with the iFlow. Back here I got the trailer set up with 2 ladders. That's the ladders that I've had for a long time, and I ended up getting this 20-foot ladder that works great. And I just keep them both on the trailer. I have upgraded to a 60-gallon SH tank. 60-gallon tank. This bucket right here is, oh, it's full of trash. I need to empty that out. Whoopsie. This is where I keep my dipstick. This is how I flush my my line. I'm still a dipstick guy. I don't really want to hard pipe in with the little turn valve or whatever. I don't really care. But I got my dipstick. I'll throw it in there. Have no problems. It's recessed in there just a hair, so that way I can get it doesn't suck to the bottom or whatever. Extra hose in case I need to reach some distance. I've had to use that a few times before. That's my brush that I use for washing RVs, brushing gutters sometimes. Sign in the back. I got this up here. I turned this on. This is just a amber and white strobe, but I turned this on just to kind of get a little attention. The laws in South Carolina where I live don't say anything bad about this. And it's good for neighborhoods too, because that thing flashing around and you're parked on a curb kind of gets people's attention so they don't sideswipe you and all that crazy crap. That's how I get my bleach. And I load it in. This is a pretty cool setup back here. It'll take me a second to explain it, but I run the proportioner valve, and I just put these on there, these little things that hold my proportioner tight. It holds all little spots, so this thing is rock solid. Even though it bounces around and stuff, the trailer does, it's not going to go anywhere or crack or anything like that on purpose. You know, if I do it, that's my fault. But anyways, I really want to get away from that, but it's just so convenient, and I put it together myself and saved a couple $100 by doing it. This pump here is an old pump that I had for my soft wash system. It's a 5.5 gallon a minute, and this pump is dedicated to putting bleach in my tank. So I got this hose right here with a dipstick. I put it in my drum and basically put it in my bleach tank, and I can go to my supplier that's local to me and top off if I need to while I'm out and about, if I need any extra. This is my 24 inch, I think, Whisper Wash. And I bought the tornado bars for it from a guy on Facebook, and I'm kind of up in the air about those tornado bars. I don't know if they really do, you know, that much good versus just the normal 4-tip bar that it comes with. But anyways, I just ran with that when it was brand new, so that's how I run it. This battery box, I just revamped basically to put these 2 switches on the top. So that switch right there is for my bleach to put it in my tank. And then this switch here is to run my soft wash pump, which that's a 7 gallon a minute, I think is what I upgraded to. Yeah, 7 gallon a minute. And now I'm running all 1/2-inch hose on my 7 gallon a minute unit. So some people suggest 5/8, and I just ain't changed it over. It ain't no big deal. My whole proportioner valve's 1/2-inch, so you know, why not? But this thing here is a brainchild of mine that I got from a paver group on Facebook. Basically, this is a 2.2 gallon a minute pump that I'm gonna do a separate video on this too, but this it runs down into the tank, and I got a little bit of hose, ag hose. I can't remember where I even got that hose, but I got the ag hose and a little nozzle right there, 1/4 inch. And basically I turn that bad boy on, and I will batch mix. Let's say you're doing a vinyl siding house, and you don't need to pull 200 foot of soft wash hose for a little spot of stucco that's on the window or something like that. So this thing really shines in the light for that, because the way I've got my tank, I've got a little valve that I can fill this bucket up with SH and water, and I'll show you the water valve on the other end, and I can pre-mix this little bucket just to hit spots like that, so it makes it a heck of a lot easier, and you don't have to pull all that soft wash hose. Gas tank, I need to mount it back on the trailer. Vise, can't say enough good things about having a vise on your trailer. They just help out so much with hose connections and whatever you're doing on your trailer. And this right here is the new one that I just added. As a matter of fact, I haven't even used it yet. I decided to mount it this way for ease, and then didn't really think about the exhaust. You know, it's pointing straight at my trailer, I mean my tank, and I didn't want that exhaust to obviously burn a hole in the tank, so I come up with this, my little exhaust pipe. It's pretty cool, it's sturdy, and then I'm shooting it underneath the edge here of my trailer. But we're going to get some hours on this thing this year. I'm excited about that. Predator, I love it. The warranty on it's amazing. I don't have to wait for a Honda motor or try to source a Honda motor. They keep these things in stock at my Harbor Freight, and I bought the 2-year warranty. I just swap it out whenever I need to. This is the hose reel I started with originally, and this is just 50-foot extra hose on my trailer that I'll use for, like, if I'm washing a truck or something small, or if I get home in the yard and I don't want to pull out the 100-foot of hose, I'll use this little bit of 50-foot of hose. This is the 4 gallon a minute unit that I started with. Matter of fact, this is the original pump that I started with over a year ago, and it's still running strong, keeping it changed. Predator motor, it's got the warranty on it. This is the old one, well, not the old one, but the newer motor with the newer pump that I just did in the last video, and it was where that was at. So now I'm just going to run 8 gallons a minute from my 1 unit right here, and I've got the feed lines running to both sides of my unit. And I'll probably do a video on that build as well, because it's pretty cool. I like the way it come out. This is where I got my 6 gallon boat tank mounted. Just got it strapped on there. I plan to go with a little bit bigger of a tank eventually, but I want to see how much that this big unit runs fuel wise compared to running 2 motors, because this one won't be running at all. It's just here for a backup. Basically, I'll unhook one of my hoses and I'll run it into here to use just in case something ever happens with that new unit. But this is the trailer build that I'll be running in 2023. It's got some washes on it already, minus the motor being put on. But I hope you enjoy it, and if you got any questions, I'll be glad to answer them.